I'm super glad that I finally get to tell you what really you will do at the library if you decide to work at the library. Of course, I mentioned that the library is part of the course. Working at the library is part of the program we do. But if you chose to work at the library, what really will you be doing? I mean, there are a lot, and I want to point out to you by with an illustration from the Champaign Public Library. So, please stay with me. Before I get to show you the other things that are at the Champaign Public Library, which is a public library, and there are other types of libraries that has been talked about in another chapter of this book, you would realize that I told you I'm going to tell you where those silly thoughts I had, they were the weirdest and the most ignorant thoughts that I had about this program, where they went to, right? So the first time I had my admission letter from the University of Ghana. I knew political science, I knew sociology, but I was like, what is information studies? Like, really? So it wasn't just me. Some of my colleagues had this thought too, and then we all felt like, well, we can go ahead with political science. After I would want to read law afterwards, so why not? So the first thing that was in my mind, the first thought was that I am dropping information studies at the first year. So at the very little chance I get, what I'm going to do is stop studying the program. But this is how those thoughts vanished and where they went to. At the first class, I was fortunate to have Dr. Monica Mensah and thank her so much. I really thank her so much for having me, having taken that class at that time. That was where she cleared all those thoughts. Like, why am I going to study information science? What is it about at all? Why am I going to work at the library? What am I going to do with that? That was where she cleared all the doubts and all the thoughts I had. She made me understand what the course was about. She made me appreciate the discipline in a whole. And then I felt like this is where I'm going to. And here am I, studying for a master's in a program that I wanted to drop at the slightest chance I got. I wanted to stop studying. So it's fine if you have those thoughts. Mine just went away because I had a good instructor to let me understand. So I will try. If I am able to, I will be glad that I am. But if you need someone else to do the talking, don't worry. You can always get, and I would help you find it. But now, let's go to the Champagne Public Library and see what else you will do if you work at the library. Here is the Champagne Public Library, and I have with me Jordan, who would be taking me through this tour of knowing the library and the other things they do. I intentionally took the books that they have out, but this is it. So here is the cafeteria. It's at the lower part of the library that library users would be able to use it all that they want to eat and spend all the time that they would want to spend. So that is a very quiet, not really quiet, but it's a space available that you can use at the library. So, and that is the cafe or the coffee shop that you can make purchase from. All these under the maintenance of the library. And here are a full stack of DVDs. So there are DVDs available at the library, a lot of them. And then we have video games that we also make available at the library. So these are video games that you can all have access to. But you'll be taking care of all these, and there are audio books as well. So Jordan was showing me how they access the audio books. So that is it for the audiobooks. And these are all being managed by whoever works in the library. There are people that will take care of them. So this is part of what they do. And that's a little space you can relax. We are going to the teen space where you would see a lot of teens behind PCs that they're doing all sorts of things that they would want to do. But yes, of course, things that are allowed. So you can see someone playing a game and there are resources available for them. So this is dedicated to teens. So definitely we will need someone to take care of that space. And this space is also for kids from different age ranges. So you definitely also need someone to be managing this particular space, taking care of the kids and the resources that are available for them. That is a lot of work to do at the library. Taking care of kids and not books, And then there is a part of the kids space that has these arts that were made by kids. They made these arts themselves and the library decided to showcase them. So this is also part of the work that people do at the library. So it's just not about taking care of books, There is a lot to do. And I'm going to take you to a very crucial part of the library that I know you're going to love it. You never didn't expect, hopefully. That is the maker space at the library. This is where people create all the things that they want to create. It's where creativity thrives. So there are lots of things there that people do. Young people are able to do. Whoever uses the library is able to do that as well. And this part of it is the recording studio. So you can record your music, your podcast, or any other thing you would want to record with all the privacy you need. No one is going to stress you. And you can see some people in there, they are so excited with whatever they are recording. And no, you would have someone that is the librarian taking care of that space. So there is always someone there who would be taking care of that or who would be in charge of that space. And I would show you all the things you see in those movies. See that background? This is a green background, a screen that allows people to edit all the videos they do to put the backgrounds they want there. And that is also at the library. And this is a group of teens creating all the things they want to create with beads and everything. So these are things that are in the library maker space, and you will need someone to be taking care of all these. And I'm going to show you 3 things here or even more. They are laser printers, and these are amazing workers at the library who are supervising the kids and using the sewing machine and the materials that they will use in creating all the dresses, the designs that they would want to do. So that is what some of the library workers do, and that's the laser printer. You'd need someone to definitely supervise whoever would want to print. But of course, they teach the library users so they are able to do it. Jordan was trying to find the materials they used to make earrings, and voila, some library users are making the earrings with those materials. So that is what they do. You can see how really interested they are in making these things work. And that is the little space for the sewing classes. Right, so there are lots of things that you can do. That is the table tennis, you see that? And they are on the far end there, there are 3D printing machines that are there. So 3D printers. So we have people that will take care of that, supervise them in using those 3D printers. And we have computer spaces where people learn all the editing skills, whatever they need, do a lot of work, Photoshop, gaming, whatever they would want to have access to. I felt so bad leaving this library, but I had to leave. Leaving this, the maker space, but of course I had to leave. So sorry, but that is a lot of things to do at the library, and this is also a little space that has several computers available to let users use for whatever they want to do, create their work, have Zoom meetings, and all the things they need to do at the library. So that's why I say the library is like a community where people's knowledge keep on growing and creativity thrives. So it's not just about books. And this is the part where I need to say bye-bye to Jordan. It was so amazing getting to show you this, and I hope you would love it. Thank you.